everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays 60 Seconds Reatomized. Don't be mad. I'm gonna be a very selfish man on this one. You know, 4 people take up a lot of supplies. Everybody needs some time away from the kids now and then. I'm thinking this is gonna be a wife and husband run, okay? Prepare yourselves. I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm sorry, MJ. And I recognize the use... Oh, it's the wrong way. It's okay. It's only a couple seconds lost. I recognize the usefulness of having people. You know? Not... What do you mean, no room? However, I think we owe it to ourselves to attempt a run. Just husband and wife. Not out of rudeness, but rather just... No, excuse me! No room, sorry. Rather just because I think it gives us a much better chance for survival, because the rations will last a lot longer, thus allowing us to avoid more desperate situations. You know what I mean? So, that's what we're gonna do. And I apologize mightily to my 2 children, who I will be leaving behind in this time of need. Which is not Father of the Year material right here. But I think we got a good cache of supplies there. Our supplies should last substantially longer. And I apologize to the people that will be annoyed by this, but I don't think they're really... I think it's just a survival situation. We were forced, okay? Our hand was forced. Plus, it's a nice little vacation. We got decent amounts of soup. We started with a map. We started with bug spray. And we had enough cans and water to be relatively happy. Day 1, successful. We got an axe. We got a gun. We got bug spray. We got food. We got water. We got a radio. We got a suitcase. We do not have a gas mask, so we're not going out on an expedition anytime soon. Spiders are operating under the assumption they have the same rights to the shelter as we do. No. We're hitting you with the bug spray. Use it if you got it. This is the one, dude. We got so much soup for killing the spiders. Plus, we got 1 soup for killing the spiders. That's okay. A little bit of water. No. We're not going anywhere. As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean bandages and medicine to attend to their wounded. You, out of the goodness of my heart, will receive 1 can of soup because we have a surplus right now. I know I shouldn't, but it's all I got, you know, is my humanity. It didn't give us anything, but hopefully they'll come back to help us later. What goes around comes around, and etc., etc. No expedition today. There's nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our radio. No music, no talking, no nothing. Is there anything we can do to make it work again? Let's just say yes. In my head, Ted is a tinkerer. He knows what's up. Radio still exists? Still exists. We did what we could, but we still can't hear a thing. Everybody's loving life. We didn't think we'd get a chance to increase our food supply by playing a simple card game, but that's what we were offered today. 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Never tell me the odds. Taking inspiration from Malf. Don't look at the shelf. Don't look at the shelf. Don't look at the shelf. Oh, no, we won. I didn't see the box. Lady Luck has smiled on us. Okay, Ted, you're thirsty? You get to drink? You get to drink. You know what? If you're 1 hungry, I am gonna have you eat. You know, why not? We'll keep you in good spirits right now, and low risk of getting sick because we don't have first aid kits. Let's go, dude. We're stacked. Ted is hungry, but not thirsty. That's fine. I'm not going out into the wilderness. I'm sorry, Uncle Brian. We got nothing for you today. Now, I will say, 2 people is a little bit of a disadvantage. Because when 1 leaves for an expedition, it only leaves 1 person back here. I don't know, you know, basically, if something happens to them and they die, we probably lose. So we do lose a little a little safety in that case. We were never huge fans of mushrooms. I will not eat those mushrooms that are irradiated without a first aid kit. Plus, we have so much soup right now. Let's not, you know, let's not get too freaky with it. You know what I mean? We are gonna need water relatively soon. Oh, someone is at the door. We're a bit scared, but maybe it's a friendly face or an American soldier. Let's open it up. We have a gun. We have an axe. Let's see what's going on here. Did we just get more soup out of it? Oh, she's sick. We did get more soup. But Dolores has come down with the sickness. Okay, so for me, we know that we can cure this with time if she eats. The area is still irradiated. I'm not going up. The other day we heard a quiet knock on the door. When we opened it, we found only a suitcase and no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure seems like it's meant for us. For now, I'm going to hit that with a no, because I actually think we're in a pretty comfortable position, although I would love a first aid kit. She's going to get better. Dude, this is Campbell's. It's got nutritive properties. No longer hungry. Okay, you love to see it. Can I just see what our objectives... Oh, there you go. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we never mind. Dude, we're gonna get rescued this time. We've got the radio, we got the flashlight. We do have playing cards, so I think we can do all the events that require playing cards. Or require the military to, you know, get noted of where we are. I am not going to the wilderness. What is that? It sounds like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder, and why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's a quake. Grab something and hold on. What do you grab, dude? The radio or the flashlight? I think we need the flashlight more. I hope the radio doesn't break, but it's probably gonna break. It broke. But at least we got 4 hands, dude! Area is still irradiated. I don't want to go. Here, Dolores is already sick. Send her out to answer the telephone to make contact with Hill Valley, okay? What's she gonna do? Get double radiation poisoning? Sick. It's okay. Was it Hill Valley? It was Hill Valley. Okay, we've got objectives. Await instructions from the military. Await instructions from friendly wastelanders. Every new smell attacks our noses. So when a single brick fell out from the wall, revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check that hole out. I'm hitting yes on this one. I am hearing radiation Geiger counters go off. Ted is just, he looks pretty happy, pretty contented. We looked into the hole fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated or sharp body parts. But we found a dead rat with a soup can. That's great stuff. Okay, you get water today, for sure. You get soup today. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health. I will not go, and we have no radio anymore. But we will go out on an expedition very shortly. I'm just hoping, you know, Dolores could get a little healthier, a little faster, but that's okay. You know, it's awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. Ted's going out. We're closed off in a tiny shelter. Our supplies are limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of an old retirement home. They must have some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? Ooh, I meant to click no, but I clicked yes accidentally. My mistake. Oh, there's blood on the wall? We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this again. Plus 4 soup cans. Okay, Dolores, please just last. Ted, you're going out into the wilderness. You're bringing a map and a briefcase. I believe in your ability. There you go. please go to the hospital. And Dolores, all you gotta do is live. I got high hopes. We've been hearing a lot of noises coming from our neighborhood. Our guess is that there was a zoo escape and the animals are stampeding. Might be a good idea to hunt some fresh food. No, Dolores cannot go outside right now. It's too risky. Somebody's got to stay and watch the shelter. Please don't die while Ted is gone. You can die after Ted comes back. It's not the best time to make plans for the future, but we can't help but think about what we can make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some godforsaken place like Tirana? Every day, bated breath, hoping Dolores is still alive. Dolores is no longer hungry. There's a knock on the door. No, merry men. Last time you took my only first aid kit and started our slow decline into disaster. Dolores needs water. We decided to peek outside to see if the store around the corner was still standing. Okay, so it's the growl event. Usually use a flashlight. It's a dog that might go away and then come back in a couple days. Is that still the case? Yes. So it might come back. A sleazy looking trader offered us a bag for a simple can of soup. Should we make a deal? Yes. We have soup and we need everything else. Alright, it always gives us a cat, doesn't it? I'm okay with that. We got Sharikov. Ted has been outside and has not returned. No! Theodore! Well, this is now a disaster waiting to happen. It's been a while since we showered. The smell in this tiny shelter is as far from roses as we can get. Dude, take the ammunition? I don't know what the heck that's gonna do. I'm hoping we didn't just screw ourselves. She's better? We used gunpowder to kill the smell. Dolores was cured from her illness. Okay, I would love to give you a gas mask for a radio. This is a spicy one, because I think we can last a very, very long time with one person and just these supplies. I don't really want to send her out on an expedition. I'll tell you, I do want a water bottle. Can I afford a gun? Let's give the gun for a water bottle. We still have an axe. What's our game plan here? Survival rations for Dolores only. I want to see how far we can make it. A plus 4 water bottles. We're gonna live forever. Okay, time to ration. Dolores is doing great. I don't think we can leave though. Sharikov has a metal plate with an address on it. I refuse to abandon the shelter. Now, we do have a problem. We will have raiders coming to our shelter at some point. We got a can of bug spray. Sharikov stumbled across a small wooden box. Contains some bug spray. Dolores, have some water. I don't want to send you out on an expedition. There's green stuff dripping from the pipes, which means she's probably about to get sick again. Not sick. Beautiful. Dolores is no longer thirsty. She's a little hungry. The beauty of only having one person here, you absolutely can eat as much as you want. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. Is it a radio? Could there be a radio behind it? We've still got the flashlight. I think, is it more soup? Oh, there was nothing. Dolores is fatigued. We have a good reason not to send her out if it's, you know, fatigue. We can wait for traders and hopefully get a radio somehow. Or maybe survivors will knock on the door. You can still have some more water. I mean, we could live in here indefinitely if nobody comes in. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. We think it's a rat. At least it looks like a rat. We decided we needed to do something about it. I'll use the axe, but it scares me. because we need to protect ourselves as well. The axe did not break. Whatever it was, it's dead now. That's it? No more insight? We've been hearing some soft, scratchy noises in the shelter at night. We thought it was the wind, but we were wrong. It's the cat! It's not really doing anything naughty. It just squeezes through some holes in the wall and makes its way outside. We're not sure where it goes during these secret trips, but every morning it's back in the shelter like nothing happened. Should we follow it next time? I gotta know. I've never had this event before. What happened to Sharikov? Sharikov took us to an old junkyard that's inhabited by a lone resident, a self-proclaimed scientist living in an old bus converted into a lab to conduct his experiments. He seemed happy to have his pet back, although the cat showed no enthusiasm at the prospect. We engaged small talk, but truth be told, we were in a hurry to get out of there. The scientist didn't seem completely sane. He mentioned something about escaping the wasteland in a spaceship. Very interesting indeed. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up. I'm gonna send her. Don't screw me. Thank God we're back. Please tell me there's like I was just gonna say a first aid kit or a radio. We got a first aid kit. That's beautiful. She did get ill. I think she should just use it immediately. I know she could get better, but I don't really want to risk her survival. Okay, you know what? We're going to risk her survival. Because you know what? We can now, on this event, trade first aid kit for radio. Which I think is the only way we're making it out of here alive. Is if we have some kind of contact from the outside world. I know it's risky, but we're in the business of making risky plays right now. Just have some soup. We got so much. Okay, this guy wants a water chip. How much water do we have? We have enough water with one person to sacrifice a bottle in the hopes that he provides us with something useful. Sharikov has returned. He gave us a gas mask, I think. Yo, that's pretty good. Sharikov is back. Is he going to stay for good? She's still quite ill. Have another 1/4 of a soup can. A group of doctors requested some first aid kits today. Or requested some water for first aid kits today. We're going to roll the dice on that one again, because we could use some medicine from the doctors to treat us. Nothing. Doesn't appear we got anything out of that. That's okay. We get the water that we have right now will last us a long time, so I have no problem taking a risk. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sharikov found a tiny wire, topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there. So I believe this starts to open up the government path, where if we do their favors, they might eventually let us get out of here. We grabbed the cable. It went to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. We were confronted by 2 men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep and were listening to everything we said. We might be safe inside these walls, but there's other problems to consider. We have to deal with our insomnia as soon as possible. Fortunately, I traded our medicine for a radio, and it has not paid dividends so far. Dolores is still ill. That's alright, she's got a great immune system. She already beat it once. The agents who were spying on us are at our door now. That's fine. Day 39, we already beat our previous run. Less mouths to feed. They briefly waved ID cards. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some missions. We'll try. This should have opened up... no, it didn't open up a new objective for us. We got a visit today with a person... from a person with a physical mutation. He managed to grow several extra fully operational hands. He shared the story of his group with us, people with other deformities who, despite the circumstances, remain friendly. Wherever they go, people just shoo them away in fear of getting sick. If we gift him some supplies, his group will help us get rid of the bandits next time they bother us. Take a soup can. We got several. And I do need bandit protection, because I have gotten rid of our gun. Dolores' health has not improved. As long as she stays in there, is okay. If she dies, then it's bad. We start to play as Sharikov. There it goes again. Noises, weird noises all the time. Are they coming from the pipes, walls? Is it something behind the door? We don't know, and it's driving us insane. Play some cards. Don't die. Don't die. Don't. She's alive. And the radio's making noise. Dolores needs food. Not a problem. Very easy. Working radio? Yes. Listen, please. Don't die. The Tamiflu is inbound. Somehow we got a Boy Scout manual. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack. 2 water bottles, 1 soup, 1 Boy Scout manual, and ammo. No medicine, but it's a start. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted and no fresh air seems to be circulating through the shelter. I know that this one is caused by like radioactive insects. We need to send some bug spray down Main Street. It lost us our bug spray, but a couple of mutated insects fell out, followed by a gust of fresh air. Dolores, you're a trooper. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission. They want us to go on 1 successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. I say no. I say no to this one. She's too fragile right now. I don't play your game. I got other roads to survival right now, okay? We'd rather not commit to anything dangerous now. Absolutely true. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them, oh, it's the Monty Python one. I don't have a map. Get out of here. One more day in the book. Day 45, she's still alive. It's a new record. Just me and Sharikov. Dolores needs food and water. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you going to do, Spider Lady? Put her on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. We always depend on the kindness of strangers right now. The bullets are not medicine. As a result, we hope she will return with a first aid kit at some point. I cannot afford... We don't need water. We don't need water. Our water supply is incredible. Day 47, still trucking. It's a little tight. That's okay. Dolores' health has not improved. You know what? Take a soup can today for good measure. You still want water? Or you still want to take stuff from us in exchange for water? I will not give you water. My water is totally fine. Dolores has been sick for 95% of this survival situation. But she's still standing. The agents paid us another visit to point out we still haven't agreed to do a little reconnaissance. Should we send someone? I refuse. I know this is one path. It's not the path I'm choosing to take. She's too ill to go out right now. She'll be killed. She'll be killed. At least she's not thirsty, though. Our situation is getting worse every day. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. Should we reclaim them in our hour of need? I don't trust her going outside right now. I trust her immune system more than I trust her ability to scavenge right now. Very important. How you doing? Decent, all things considered. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. I will not engage in your card game. I do not need the water, and I do not want to lose my water. So, I know we're playing this like an extreme coward right now, but maybe cowardice is the name of the game. Maybe cowardice will keep you alive. The cat's been staring intently at our supplies all day. Shall we share some supplies with our furry friend? Yes, we have 8 soup cans. You may have a soup can, Sharikov. Especially if you can scavenge up a first aid kit somehow. Fatigued and sick, but still living. The wasteland is full of surprises. He wants ammunition. I wish that we still had some, but we gave it away for future considerations that have not materialized to anything as of yet. Dolores is quite ill and a little hungry. It's okay. We're approaching the deadline on our recon mission? Absolutely not. How about you reconnaissance some first aid into the bunker and then we'll talk. Dolores is thirsty. Old man Jim is here. He's alive and well. He's been banging on our door asking whether we want to buy a rock. Yes, please. Maybe the rock is actually... Did you hear that? A brick of antibiotics. We've gotten the rock. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say, buddy. This trash can of ours is kind of disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, yet for some reason, we would like to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. You got the book, you use the book. These are my rules. We still have the book. Great news. Dolores' health has not improved, but at the same time, doesn't seem like it's getting any worse. We were about to sleep when we heard scratching from the door. It sounded like an angry rat. We soon discovered it was something much worse. Lock it up. We've had this padlock for 56 days and have not touched it at all. We lose the lock. That's fine. That's fine. Dolores wants food and water. I've become desensitized to the fact that she could die every day. Any day, I should say. Open in the name of freedom. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we couldn't hear. We could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Now, you're going to think I'm an idiot, but I've done this once before, and it worked, but your safety is not guaranteed. Those people were very happy to see me last time I did this. What happened here? They gave us a gun. That's beautiful. The Wolverines. Isn't that that's a Red Dawn? I think it's a Red Dawn thing. Could have used some medicine, but I guess a gun is fine too. At breakfast, we had a knock on our door. The friendly mutant... the friendly mutant presented us with an offer. In exchange for some supplies, his folk would escort us on our next expedition and make sure we come back safely. I'll give you a soup can for that. Hopefully it works the way I think it works. Okay, how you doing? You eat before, and why not even drink before? Because you're preparing for an expedition now. Some door-to-door salesman is here. He wants supplies and says he will reveal state secrets to us. We have so many cans for one individual. I do not mind giving you a can to see what your deal is. We gave him a can. He tried to make us believe America has a working space station in orbit. It exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated his brain started playing tricks on him. I don't know if I believe that one. Okay, Dolores, you're going out with a gas mask because you can't afford to get any sicker. Come on, mutants. I gave you my soup. Please respond. She's back! Gas mask was broken. Friendly mutant helped us. We got 2 bottles of water. That's not good enough. Working radio? Turn it on. I think she's withering away. Please, I just want a first aid kit. We were able to tune in. There was an energetic and lively speaker. He gave us a few helpful tips. Sure, thanks for the tips. Really appreciate it. If Sharikov considers our shelter its home now, we might as well try to get along. All cats like a good pet, and Sharikov should be no exception. Otherwise, any attempt to touch the cat could lead to our untimely deaths. Should we try to play with him? I would like to at least make friends with the cute kitty. Look at that. We actually rubbed its head. It was nice and soft. That wasn't our best idea, but at least it didn't end in a disaster, and we found the forgotten soup can. That's beautiful news. Day 68 in the books. We're about to set a new record. It hasn't been the most bombastic of runs. I refuse to go on any expeditions. I'm just biding my time until somebody knocks on my door and lets me out. Day 70. She needs nothing. These are dire circumstances. Supplies are running low. One of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trapdoor. There might be supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have. Should we pay them a visit? We're letting it all on the line. You got any medicine in there? No medicine, no cat. We did get 4 soup cans. Those are trading materials. Those are trading materials. While outside, we'd found something resembling a fridge. Okay. Excited, we pressed a bunch of buttons, hoping to find the combination that makes cold happen. While distracted, the cat ran past us and slid into the appliance. We tried luring it out, but it seems intent on staying in it. Maybe there will be a first aid kit in the back of the fridge. It only makes sense. The cat is returned. Hello. With -1 soup can, but that's okay. Dolores is still ill. What else is new? Hear that? Noise is coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out that manhole in the corner. I'll take the flashlight. I was hoping maybe there's a... Oh, what happened to Sharikov? There's a second cat, dude. We got a map, okay. Another cat showed up in the shelter overnight, and with it, another soup can disappeared. That does not bother me. More kitties. Better mental state. Today during breakfast, we were startled when our map slid off the wall. We checked the nails holding it, but they were all firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist. We're curious as to what treasure might be inside of it. Yes, even though there's a skull and crossbones. I will check. Day 74. Oh, there's a third cat, but Dolores is not looking so good. Dolores' sanity is questionable, and our soup is quickly deteriorating. Please turn on the radio. They're eating a lot of soup, dude. There is another cat, and the soup and the radio broke. Okay, this strikes me as probably the end of our journey. When the group dressed in lab coats came over a while back asking for water, we had our doubts, but they came back today and gave us some injections. We don't know what it was, but we feel so much better, and the colors are so bright. She's no longer sick. She is insane. Okay, this is the cat apocalypse. We are losing a soup can a day. I think that she should just eat some soup because the cats are going to eat it anyway. We'll give gas mask for handbook. I refuse. I don't intend on going outside in our current state anyway. I've lost track now of how many cats are here. Sharikov, we see you sitting in that cloning fridge, making imperfect clones of yourself each and every night. We don't know why you chose to torment us and take away our precious soup to give to your brothers and sisters instead. Did we hurt you somehow, or is it just in your very nature to sit in every single box-shaped object the world has to offer, no matter what the consequences might be? Dolores, eat the soup, because pretty soon there's not going to be any left. Do not investigate the damaged tank. The end. Achievement unlocked. Feline domination. What? We decided, okay, we've been exiled from our home and overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of the furry beasts, unable to fight them for even one more drop of soup. Their claws and teeth are just too sharp for us. We'll try our luck elsewhere. We'll miss the shelter life. Hope they're happy in our home. Feline domination. We were exiled. But that's not a loss, necessarily. I mean, it's not as good as a win, but it's not as bad as a loss. I can sort of live with that. I thought that was a fun run. Dolores, she had a Cal Ripken Jr. style Iron Man streak until Sharikov proved to be a better competitor in that particular ecological niche. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!